You do not exist as individuals, only as a collective. You do not have any rights. You belong to the state. You are human cattle. You are human slaves. The smoldering rage against thousands of Vorkuta. Your sacrifice awards the glory of Mars and Lenin. Is up 3,000 metric tons this month. We held on.
I remember you talking about how you used to work in intelligence.
Yes. Ironically, Soviets trust me because I am not Russian. I'm Karelian. I grew up orphan. I had no family. Soviets take me in and train me from early age. Because I never trust anybody, I gain ability to read people's faces and tell if they're lying or truthful. I wrote GRU book on passive interrogation. I was brilliant. I was beautiful. You should have seen how men talk to me. I was promoted to GRU officer when I was 26.
Then why? What happened? Why are you here?
I found documents of genocide of USSR Russian people.
What docs?
Population deaths, economy.
Yes, more, and what were they?
I.A. Kurganov. Statistics, economic statistics on population changes.
Who is Kurganov?
He was Leningrad professor, economics professor. Compiled statistics showing 65 million people killed by USSR in Gulag death camp genocide 1917-1956.
It is genocide we are in.
So, you were a commissar's mistress, right?
Look at how beautiful is that assembly of rags and lines and carved barrel stove is. When I was at university, I was artist, painter, could see so much beauty in the world. And I would go to great lengths to capture that. Yes, Commissar saw me at university. He wanted me. He said I would go to Gulag unless I was his mistress.
Typical. They want to destroy all beauty.
I bore that commissar a son, my son, so that I would have my freedom.
I'm sorry.
Then I insulted him one time, one single time.
Oh, you didn't insult great supremacist commissar, did you?
He was sent to Communist Party Brussels. You're the sex slave. Night after night, day after day, young sons of city commissars would come to rape me, telling me how they were going to destroy my beauty, telling me how I was blonde, blue eyes, dumb Russian whore.
Weren't they Russian too?
No. They looked ugly, they thought ugly, spiritually ugly. Was Trotsky Russian? Was Stalin Russian? No, they hate everything beautiful.
This is true. You're right. They hate our beauty. They are ugly.
Lisa, I know what you're going through with the rapes. One told me that he was going to breed me out of existence, that I wouldn't recognize my own children.
They told me that too.
Just remember, they can never possess your soul. Your soul. Notice these marks on your wrist. What are they about?
Taking myself back.
What are you doing?
Drawing on myself. Every time they rape me, I draw a bracelet on my wrist to protect me. They take my body, my skin, my insides, but I repossess myself. They don't control my body. I do.
I see. Lisa, I know what you're thinking. Stay in this world. Just remember, they can never possess our hearts. Our hearts.
No, they can't. They never will.
What is that symbol dangling from your neck?
It is Karelian life rune cross icon.
Really a life rune. Never seen it before. Can I look at it?
It is the only thing that keeps me spiritually safe.
Unusual. Is it pagan?
My family were of the Karelian religion. They are all dead now.
So you're Karelia.
Yes. But the Soviets say that we should just be Soviet and have no unique identity.
It is true. I read in Samizdat that Soviets tried to exterminate hundreds of ethnic groups, all to create ideal Soviet person.
You're right. They closed our Karelian schools, killed our Karelian religious leaders, banned our Karelian language, our people.
So you're real Karelia.
Yes, I'm Karelian.
not exist as individuals. You only exist as a part.
Я выросла в 30 градусов ниже нуля.
Our revolution is to take the entire world. The world here is set free by working. The world here is set free by
Если бы это знали, как прекрасно это мир. Заберите меня из этого ада места.
If their motive was to scare us, then
Why not care what we had done?
they don't care if the West finds out.
No.
Take, for example, Holodomor.
Yes, Holodomor.
Holodomor. Word you don't hear often in Soviet media.
Never do.
10 million people killed in Holodomor.
Yes, in silence.
Even in West. Silence.
That is clue. Just like your GRU didn't care about the dogs.
No. They didn't care. So it's something else in us they wanted to keep separated from Soviet society.
Yes, we had something in us.
But what?
I don't know.
are your brothers. You do not exist as individuals. Only
I used to write reports on all these bastards.
Mass grave gets larger every year.
Я могу слушать их. Я чувствую, что они могут слушать нас.
Have you heard from your son?
I haven't heard from him in 2 years. He's in Melotetki, GULAG extermination camp.
Успокойся. Это могила. Коммунисты не достанут нас. Я такая же сильная, как эти деревья вокруг нас.
Выглядит глубоко.
I hear we're getting a new camp doctor.
It is about time.
I'm getting injured, Larissa.
Persevere.
Enduring.
Are they still raping you?
Yes. Right, every weekend when the vodka comes.
When I was younger, they raped me too. I know. what you're going through.
Can't go on. I think I'm going to kill myself.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I can't go on. It's all too much.
We have been so hopelessly dehumanized for today's modest ration of food. We are willing to abandon all our principles, our souls, in all efforts of our predecessors, and all opportunities for our descendants. But just don't disturb our fragile existence. We fear only to lag behind herd and to take step alone and suddenly find ourselves without white bread, without heating gas, and without Moscow registration. And simplest and most accessible key to our self-neglected liberation lies right here: personal non-participation in lies. Will not raise his hand to vote for a proposal with which he does not sincerely sympathize, will vote neither openly nor secretly for a person whom he considers unworthy or of doubtful abilities, will not allow himself to be dragged to meeting where there can be expected forced or distorted discussion of question, will immediately talk out of meeting, session, lecture, performance, or film showing if he hears speaker tell lies or purvey ideological nonsense of shameless propaganda.
I don't think leaking the documents is the real reason they sent me here.
What's that?
Something more.
Well, my commissar always told me that even if West knew about human rights abuses here, nothing could be done because the media in West is controlled by the same Marxists.
I began to think that is true, too. Even Kurganov documents published by Solzhenitsyn have no effect media censorship even in West. It has been a long day. I am very tired. Tomorrow will be longer.
I have some garlic. It will prevent infection here. Where does it hurt?
Wait, abdomen. I think I'm bleeding.
You collapsed in snow, internal bleeding. You pulled you back on sled.
I didn't break.
You collapsed.
I don't.
I'm Piotr, new camp doctor. I'm dissident too.
Will I leave?
Yes. You've been raped a lot. You have severe internal hemorrhage.
What?
What's this?
Are you really dissident?
Yes, I am. I was sent here for re-education.
Re-education. What they call brainwashing.
I published an article in Samizdat about USSR Order 270 of August 1941.
What is that?
Soviets killing children of Red Army soldiers who dared to surrender at Stalingrad.
Oh,
Do you remember Young Pioneers?
yes. I was one.
Yes. I won a Young Pioneer medal.
We were revolutionaries.
State-approved revolution path.
We were pioneering nothing.
It was called approved descent.
State approved descent.
And we thought we were radicals. So you remember?
I remember. I remember smuggling the dogs. I felt something in me for first time. Something good.
Something good?
Yes, but at the same time, I felt ashamed for feeling good.
Why?
Because they put more of Markarelian people in Gulag because of what I did. We were all called enemies of state.
I see. That is difficult.
Did I do the right thing?
Have some faith in yourself.
It's so hard. Faith in what?
It will come.
What will?
Faith in yourself.
You. How are you doing, Filter?
I am doing no harm.
That is resistance in its own right.
It is.
Have you ever thought of doing something more?
No, I am afraid
Afraid of what?
of having anger.
Anger.
Anger. When I see so much suffering and tragedy, I can't take it. I break.
Why?
Anger is just not right.
Why?
Anger is just not right.
Why? Because anger is anti-Soviet crime outlawed by Soviet Article 58?
No, but I hadn't thought of that.
It was in the back of your mind, though. Or was it something else? Don't ever have fear, Filter.
I don't. That's why I am here in Gulag. I hadn't fear when I published in Samizdat, did I?
But you have fear of being angry.
Anger is bad. Anger leads to genocide.
Lies lead to genocide. State ideology, lies lead to genocide, not anger. Genocide is state killing, not human emotion.
You're a high-ranking GRU officer.
Yes, I was. Don't be lamb, sheep, Piotr.
I have to go. They'll get suspicious.
Happens to the small medium.
Градусов ниже нуля.
Заберите меня от этого места.
Working in meaning dredging and meaning exploration in the Vorkuta region. Iron production was about 5% in the last plan.
Glad to have you back. I thought you had died.
Good to be back amongst the living dead.
Did you get chance to talk to new doctor?
Yes, Piotr is dissident too.
You talked.
Yes, he's frightened.
Of what?
Of anger.
Of being angry.
Yes. He said anger leads to genocide.
That's a lie. Soviet propaganda.
Lies lead to genocide. Told him so. Maybe he'll think about it.
State system enables genocide.
State lies, not human anger, leads to genocide.
You do not exist as individual. You only exist as part of the collective. Karl Marx, the proletariat is...
Они не могут прикоснуться ко мне. Мне нет.
Я никогда не буду говорить. Они меня могут бить. Я заметил, военком крадет наши поставки. Продавать их.
Они не могут прикоснуться ко мне больше. Меня нет.
Они могут бить меня. Я не заговорю. Я заметил, военком крадет наши поставки. Продавать их.
Do not subscribe to or buy newspaper or magazine in which information is distorted and primary facts are concealed. Of course, we have not listed all of possible and necessary deviations from falsehood, but person who purifies himself will easily distinguish other instances with his purified outlook. No, it will not be same for everybody at first. Some, at first, will lose their jobs. For young people who want to live with truth, this will, in beginning, complicate their young lives very much, because required recitations are stuffed with lies, and it is necessary to make choices. But there are no loopholes for anybody who wants to be honest. On any given day, any one of us will be confronted with at least one of above mentioned choices, even in most secure of technical sciences, either truth or falsehood, towards spiritual independence or towards spiritual servitude. But there are no loopholes for anybody who wants to be honest. On any given day, any one of us will be confronted with at least one of above mention choices even in most secure of technical sciences, either truth or falsehood, toward spiritual independence or toward spiritual servitude.
Господи, помилуй наши души. 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 Господи, помилуй наши души.
Успокойся. Братская могила. Коммунисты никогда не сломят меня. Я, как эти деревья вокруг нас.
Я могу слушать их. Я чувствую, что они могут слышать нас. Поглядите облака.
Успокойся. Братская могила.
And he who is not sufficiently courageous even to defend his soul, don't let him be proud of his progressive views. Don't let him boast he is an academician or people's artist, merited figure, or general. Let him say to himself, I am unheard and coward. It's all same to me as long as I'm fed and warm. Even this path, which is most modest of all paths of resistance, will not be easy for us. But it is much easier than self-immolation or hunger strikes. Flames will not envelope your body, your eyeballs will not burst from heat, and brown bread and clean water will always be available to your family.
But if it wasn't documents, then what? What other... What was it? What other...
I don't know. Something more important than documents.
You mean when we start to feel a certain way?
Kind of. Yes.
I can't seem to figure it out. When security caught me, I thought I knew reason why. Documents, but no, it's something else.
What GRU were you with?
I Katarinaberg GRU.
My commissar told me. Bragged about Arm and Hammer had worked with the Ekaterinburg GRU.
That makes sense. They were worried about something other than documents, it seemed as well. But I don't know what. I don't know.
You had something they didn't like.
Yes. They would have shot me if Kurganov papers had any effect.
Yes. If we had committed crimes, we would have been shot.
We must have committed greater crimes.
What could possibly be greater crimes?
Crimes of soul?
Crimes of soul.
Lisa! Lisa!
Raped again.
You are going to leave.
I want to die.
No, no, no. Give me 5 reasons you want to live. Give me 1 reason. Okay.
Walk over.
Okay. Karelia. 1 more. Just keep breathing. You're going to be okay. What did your Karelian priestess shaman tell you?
My people. They're all gone. Oh God. I can't. I can't think straight. I have nothing left in me.
I know. I feel that about my long gone Volga Germans. I know how you feel. There are few of us left. Very few.
I can't make it.
You can.
I'm fading.
No, they forced that guilt, that lie on you. You can.
I don't know who I am anymore. I'm not so sure anymore.
Say despise our kindness, our trusting nature. They make innocent feel guilty. The conscientious feel ashamed. That is their weapon.
I can't stand up. I'm fading. I can't seem to remember.
You're going to be okay.
Fading. I'm losing my mind.
It's been 2 days. You had complete mental breakdown.
I can't remember who I am.
You're Elizabeth, GRU intelligence officer, dissident. You nearly destroy by publishing Kurganov documents in Western newspapers.
Oh yes, Korkanov.
Do you remember shame?
What?
Shame.
No. I don't remember shame.
You should be very proud.
I have nothing inside. I was thinking of my Karelian people and then
Last time you were here, you were ashamed.
had dreamed that I was with my Karelian people. It felt so good.
Good.
I do feel good.
Goodness is pride. No more shame.
No more shame in me now. I remember you were saying English caused genocide.
Well, I still think anger doesn't stop injustice.
So, pride is fine for me, but anger not for you.
Old believers don't force our religion on you. You're free.
But do you ever get angry?
No, it's sin.
It's deadly sin, right?
Right, no forgiveness.
No forgiveness for anger or hate.
None. You know, Solzhenitsyn wrote about your documents in Archipelago Gulag.
Solzhenitsyn. He wrote about my...
Yes, you did. Be proud.
I'm beginning to reprogram myself, but you...
Me? I don't think I need reprogramming.
Remember we were talking about your fear of being angry.
It's not fear.
You were saying anger leads to genocide.
It does. I don't see purpose of anger.
lies.
I don't see purpose of anger. Now, what does it solve?
So if 65 million Russians are rounded up and sent to Gulag genocide, we shouldn't resist. Have anger?
Look, you can't make me feel your anger.
It's not my anger. It's your anger. It's anger to every human being. It's freedom of expression.
How would anger will stop sending people to Gulag?
Because we would have allowed ourselves to be outraged at the injustice of the Gulag, resisted.
Anger at injustice?
Do you have anger at injustice? If you don't have anger at injustice, then you are part of the problem.
You can't force morality.
Don't you feel anger against injustice? You're very big on pushing pride, which is sin, but you are not so much on anger, which is also sin. Why?
Pride for you.
So I can have pride and anger, but you can't? Because you are perfect without sin. Is that it? And anger. That's what you need. You have long told me to save myself by loving myself and having pride in myself. But you refuse to have anger to defend your people because you tell me it is sin.
I am old believer. You are pagan. What's okay for you is not okay for me. I can't commit violence and have hate and anger.
You're going to have to show anger, to show hate, to protect us from extermination.
I don't know.
But you have to.
I can't commit violence and hatefulness, no.
You want to be saint, but you are a man. I'll read to you from Solzhenitsyn. How we burned in camps, realizing if we had just fought them with whatever we had in the camp for us. Yes. What are you going to do about it? You will watch while 65 million of your people are sent to Gulag.
It is sin to have anger, wrath, hate.
Maybe it is time to consider committing sin then.
Who will forgive me?
Who will forgive your sins?
Hate is mortal sin.
Show wrath, show hate. Defend humanity. For what the man is truly without sin. I understand your old belief of father and family. I know this is hard for you, Piotr.
No. We must always be meek and humble lambs of God. Are you one of racists?
Racists. Mass killer Leon Trotsky invented that word in 1930 with his publication, History of Russian Revolution, when he wrote, Latest Revelations of the Racists. He killed 4 million people he thought were racists. So I ask you, since you use that word, are you mass murderer like Trotsky?
After I hate, who is going to forgive me?
Don't worry. 60 million Russians, Ukrainians, Belarusians, Baltics, Karelians died for your sins. Ask them for forgiveness.
Don't be mean.
I am not mean. Go ask the Belarusian girl who was shot in the Kuropatny forest. Go ask her for your forgiveness. She is your saint. She died for your sins. Ask her for forgiveness.
Keep it down. They will hear.
Good, let them hear.
Keep it down.
I'm sorry. Those are things you're going to have to deal with. Your conscious soul. Piotr, I want to write a manifesto to smuggle out. A manifesto about their spirits.
So what is your manifesto going to be about?
USSR tells people they are guilty from early age, that they are not ideal Soviet person. They terrorizes them into a state of fear that if they say anything, they will be sent to hell, to Gulag. That any pride or anger is anti-Soviet crime. That guilt, shame, and fear in USSR has made people accept their own genocide. Incriminated people say they are guilty from age 4 and they will not resist their own genocide. Terrorize them with true hell Gulag camp system, and they will be too afraid to resist their own genocide. We are told we have to be kind to our Marxist overlords and their agents as we are exterminated.
Yes, yes, kindness.
Meek and mild, humble lambs. Otherwise, we are thought of as bad people.
You know, if they will find this, they will come to kill you.
Fear leads to silence, leads to genocide.
Write it down. Write it down now. Write it now. What we are doing is dangerous.
I want to base it on Solzhenitsyn's USSR, Leave Not by Lies, and then add what we know. I will start off manifesto by combining it with Karelian Human Rights Declaration and go to Solzhenitsyn.
Yes.
Karla vas, Balianli, Datasa, Arvusnu, Omas Argos.
Работают все центральные каналы телевидения. Смотрите
Yohai,
и слушайте.
Yohaizot, Heiz, Karaltu, Omatandu, Yahaim, Valtamante, Today, Ola, Gaskana, Wajimbelia. Solzhenitsyn talks about fear, how people are afraid to speak their minds. And they put on trial anybody they want. And they put the same people in asylums. Always they, and we are powerless. Things have almost reached rock bottom. It is so dehumanized for today's modest ration and food that we are willing to abandon all our principles. But just don't disturb our fragile existence. We must get this out. Do you have anybody you trust?
I have one doctor in my supply chain who wasn't active in years. He was in old underground networks. He's from Omsk.
We can send this out in plain Russian.
Brilliant.
Fill out one of your medical supply requisition forms completely.
Then he can publish it in Samizdat.
It is good. We will aim for that. More exposure and waste.
Oh, cool.
Norwegian journalist in Moscow is what we need.
And he can send it onward to Moscow?
After we encrypt medical form's second letter, will still be cipher offset.
How we will give him hint about that?
Something odd, unusual to make him notice.
Okay.
Yes. But we can't send medical supply to Norwegian journalists in Moscow.
No.
This manifesto will have to be encrypted in medical supply sheet to get to Omsk. Then there's another type of letter to get to journalists.
Yes, but what will be second letter?
What kind of letter does foreign journalists get? Correction letters about what they wrote.
Yes.
I have to figure out about what kind of letter to write that will also tip him off that it is... I'll be busy encrypting every night in my bunk.
That's all GRU intelligence coming out of you.
Kotelnikov lectures. I invented one-time pad variation. But we can't get pad to the journalist. Do you have medical supply sheet? I will use one to encode.
Yes, I think I have some around. I better go now, or they will suspect. You better hide that.
What have you been doing in your bunk?
I am writing manifesto. Has it been noticeable?
Yes.
Thanks for warning.
Мои ноги привыкли чувствовать хорны. Но я не чувствую. Нет больше.
International working proletariat are your brothers. You do not exist as individuals, only as a collective. You do not have any rights. You belong to the state. You are human cattle. You are human slaves.
I had flashback.
Is that what it was?
They're over now. Feel so dirty, so ugly. Do you have any water? I want to wash my face. I want to see beauty in myself, what they couldn't destroy.
Here. Wash your face. Feel beautiful again. Clean your face off. Stop self-hate. Feel pride.
Pride?
Go back to when you were a child. Rebuild from there.
I can't. I have too much self-hate from my previous life.
Stop self-hatred.
They wanted to destroy me for so long. They hate symmetry, beauty. They want to create unlike, unkind abominations of God's creations. Disharmony, dissymmetry, ugly. Disfigurations, their ugly souls. I can't take it. I just can't. So much suffering. So much cruelty. So much death. I can't take it. I just can't. Why? Why? Why do they want to destroy everything beautiful? Why is their hatred of everything beautiful? This has to stop. This has to stop. When will it stop?
We must deprogram ourselves.
Hard.
We must strip away everything.
Hard. I can't. Very tough. I saw you go through it.
I went through it. You can. It is the only way to get rid of guilt and shame.
I have too much self-hate. Self-hate, all memories. I feel ugly.
No, you're beautiful.
No, I'm not.
I have some water hidden here.
Do you have mirror?
Yes. Here. It will be extremely hard to deprogram ourselves. Clean your face up. Stop self-hate. Feel pride. We must deprogram ourselves. We must strip away everything.
I was beautiful.
Stop self-hate.
I can't let go of my self-hate. I dread this the most.
You can do it. You're having flashbacks for a reason.
All memories. The memories of being raped, and I can never delete them.
These memories are blacked out for a reason.
Those memories, I can never delete them.
How do you feel?
I will make it, Lisa. Just give me time. Give me time.
It will get better. Rebuild yourself. Love yourself.
Give me time.
Pride is gift from gods. Try to find pride when you were a child. It is basic human right. Even the smallest animal deserves pride.
Я думаю, что коммунистическая система рушится. Все поздно. Больше грузовиков. Они никогда не победят. Меня не волнует, если они убьют меня. Они знают это.
Какие? Что ты говоришь? Посмотрите, как синее небо. Ты это слышишь? Ветер из леса на горе.
If we are too frightened, then we should stop complaining. Someone is suffocating us. We ourselves are doing it. Let us then bow down even more. Let us wail, and our brothers biologists will help to bring nearer day when we are able to read our thoughts are worthless and hopeless. And if we get cold feet even taking these steps, then we are worthless and hopeless, and scorn of Pushkin should be directed to us. Why should cattle have gifts of freedom? Their heritage from generation to generation is belt yoke and lash. Live not by lies.
Your sacrifice our God the glory of Marx and Lenin.
How are you coming along? I am finally seeing again. Here and there, even in slush. It is so beautiful.
You can see again.
Yes.
You belong to the state. You are human cattle. You are
The Marxists hate our kindness and beauty. They want to destroy everything beautiful. I would always be in the gulag. I would never see my son again. Gradually, over the years, flashbacks became less. Slowly, I was able to reprogram myself. No more self-hate, pride in being beautiful. My soul was free. I could see beauty again.
They searched my bunk, but Larissa warned me, and I had hidden papers and wood cracking the wall.
We are running out of time then. This might be last time when you're allowed here. How's your friend?
She's consciously depressed, but seeing beauty. She went through some flashbacks and self-hate.
I've been thinking about our last conversation, about my asking the Belarusian girl in Kuropatov Forest for forgiveness, and you're right, I will ask her.
So are you going to pray to her?
Yes, pray to her for her forgiveness,
For what?
for being too afraid my whole life.
Are you going to cross lines for her?
That line?
Hate. Would you hate for her? Would you hate Marxists who shoot her in the forest in her back?
Yes, I would now hate for her. I would now hate for you.
I'm almost finished writing this.
We have culture of fear. Everybody is afraid. Everybody is afraid to say hateful things.
Because race is sin. We have a condition for 2,000 years to be like cattle, to be docile and accept their hate. It's been 2,000 years of fear and terrorism, of hell. Of hell on earth. It's called war. Communists took advantage of that and terror 1,000 times upon us. Hell is gulag. Hell is here.
Yes, 2,000 years of fear.
There is saying over in America, people should never fear government. Government should fear people.
No fear, no terror. Free speech. Government should fear us. But where thus he wrote?
Here. Solzhenitsyn wrote, relax is pride and enthusiasm.
Do you find Norwegian journalists you think you can trust?
Yes. Stig Fredriksson of Nordic News Agencies in Kutukovsky Prospect. He wrote a piece on Shostakovich concert at Moscow Conservatory. I wrote a note and manifesto for your supply friend to send encoded letter to his editor.
That's tricky. So my supply friend will decode both.
It has to be that way.
And how will Stig know, though?
He wrote an article about the Finnish composer Sibelius. Yes!
What are these? There are 10 keys by John Sibelius.
Sibelius never wrote Karelian Suite Opus 18. He wrote 14. I just wrote 18.
Oh, he will know something was wrong.
I'll ask his embassy what 10 keys could possibly mean. They will tell him it means key offset encryption, but it's not offset into Russian, it's offset into Karelian.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Elizabeth. That's brilliant.
But the British using Welsh Gaelic in World War II.
That's brilliant, Elizabeth. You are genius.
Did I mention Sibelius's Karelian Suite? That will tip him off as to the language.
You were GRU officer, you know what works. You're a genius.
Shinskaya, Lourdes, used math-based code to smuggle out her poems.
And what is that?
I know what code methods work. Student of code demo. Substitution ciphers, algorithms. Next page.
What are you doing? That's it. Yes. John Sibelius. It's brilliant, Elizabeth. It's he will know that something wrong, right? You're brilliant, you're genius. GRU officer.
Oh,
Oh my.
I can't figure this out.
Shh. Hush.
Oh, I think I know.
That's brilliant. Elizabeth, that's brilliant. You're a genius. Very good. Know how it's scripted? Tell me, what does it mean?
Finishing off that with encryption.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Any journalist worth his salt should be able to figure this out.
I'm not surprised why they want you in GRU. That's brilliant. You are a genius.
Almost. You see?
Do you want to keep that?
No.
Yeah.
Here.
Good. Do you feel pride? Somebody coming.
I'm almost done.
I will hold them. Keep doing. What you are doing, that's right. I will hold them.
Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Открывай! Открывай, сука! Открывай дверь! Криминал! Открывай дверь, говорю! Капитан, сука! Move! Get down. Move! Get down. I told you, get down. I told you, get down! dare you, bitch! I told you to get down! I told you get down! You spit on me, bitch. I will kill the hell out of you! Thousands of you back in the day! I told you get down! You bitch, how dare you? I told you, get down! I killed thousands of you back in the day! I told you, get down! I used to kill thousands of you back in the day. Get down! Come here. Told you get down. Just get down. I told you get down, bitch. I will fucking kill you.
It was many months ago that Elizabeth and Peter were killed. My depression gradually lifted. I was slowly rebuilding my soul. I could see beauty again. It was Mother's Day, 1984. My son had died 5 years ago, but I was still a mother. But it was for another generation I fought. Remember, 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 remember.